Congratulations, you finally made it to 4 p.m. You know what that means. Happy hour. It's time to kick back, relax, and dive into the world of sports with the Young and Norvelle Show. Whether you're catching up on the latest scores, analyzing the big plays, or gearing up for tonight's games, we've got you covered. So grab a cold one, settle in, and let's talk sports. Here they are, Patrick Young and Terry Norvelle.
As always, it is Tuesday. That means it is a welcome to you from the Young and Norvelle Show, coming to you from the dining room inside Hurricane Jointon Creek. We're in the heart of Mandarin. You know where we're at by now. If you're heading this way home, you don't feel like cooking, go ahead and bang out an order. Come by, pick it up, take it home. Or swing in, bring the family, bring the kids maybe after practice, after they're wrapping up with their cheer camps or their basketball camps, and you don't feel like cooking. If you're in the Mandarin area, get by Hurricane Jointon Creek. I eat here all the time. I really, really, really love, probably my signature item here at Hurricanes is the Monterey Chicken Quesadilla. I love it. I love it. I love it. Can't go wrong with the wings, of course. When you have wings in the name of your restaurant, Hurricane Wings, Grill and Wings, you know the wings are to be to die for, definitely here at Hurricane in Jointon Creek. A lot to get to today on the program. We hope to hear from Patrick Young a little bit later today on the show. 5:30-ish, we'll talk some Major League Baseball as we do on Tuesdays with our buddy Kade Kistner, the baseball publisher for Sports Illustrated. Kade obviously will have a lot of information from last weekend's Major League All-Star game. The first series was completed in the second half of the season this past weekend, and boy, there's a lot of movement. It's going to be one fun second half of the Major League Baseball season. I want to talk about the Gators. I'm really impressed by, and I'm not a motto kind of win one for the Gipper, stir it up kind of guy, but I really, really dig the concept that the Florida Gators have thrown out with regard to their season motto, their football season motto. It's called Spot the Ball. I'll get into it a little bit more. If you haven't heard, I think you'll think it's pretty cool. It's kind of a mental thing that Billy Napier and his coaching staff, I'm not sure who came up with it, but I like the concept. Spot the ball. That's what the Florida Gator football team is going to say this fall. We'll get into that. Baseball talk, as I told you. The Jaguars, they had their roster ranked by ESPN. ESPN had a pretty neat article, I thought, where they ranked best to worst rosters, and we'll talk about where they placed the Jaguars. Was it high? Was it low? Was it about right? This date in sports history, some pretty cool stuff. We also had recently a speed record, and I know racing we don't talk a lot about, and certainly drag racing we don't talk a lot about here on the program, but a speed record for the top fuel, all-time high record of speed. The top fuel is the way they call the dragster. We'll tell you who did that. It may surprise you a little bit. And also, if I can find somebody to do the work, and I'm throwing this out to you folks out there, I'm looking for a most awesome show volunteer, okay? You will be known as the show volunteer if you want to step up, grab the bull by the horns, and be our show movie organizer. I think we all need to go out on a movie day coming up very soon on August 1st. What do you think about that? Would you guys like to get together at a local movie house? If somebody wants to organize it, I've got the idea. I'm asking somebody out there to help organize movie day. Movie day. It's going to be pretty cool, I think, if we can pull it off. And the movie has a little sports tinge to it, or a lot of sports tinge to it. I need somebody. If you're a party planner, if you're a planner, think about it. If you want to take on this chore, you will forever be indebted by us. We will be indebted to you if you take on movie day and organize movie day. The date that I would like to do it is August 1st. So I need to hear from you quickly. I'll give you the details in a little bit here on the program. Okay, with that, we'll welcome Casey Kurtz, our producer, back in world headquarters. Hopefully he's got his got a moment to jump on. And Casey, this is probably what I'm going to do probably goes against sports broadcast 101, how to lead off a show, where to drive a show. And Casey, I got to believe if we got the UNF or even the JU communication, sports broadcast communication book out, and you flipped it to the page that says show kickoff, show set at the beginning of a show, somewhere in there, I got to believe early in that chapter, it would probably say, don't lead off with death.
Yeah, that's probably true.
What do you think, Casey? Death would probably not be the best lead-off topic on a show?
More times than not.
Well, I'm going to buck the trend. Sometimes you got to buck the trend, don't you? And you probably know what I'm talking about by now. In case you folks have not heard, the entertainment world lost an icon. Earlier today it was announced that Ozzy Osbourne, at the age of 76, has passed away. So I don't know if you've seen it, Casey. It's all over the internet now. Ozzy passed away. I think they said the actual cause was Alzheimer's. And, you know, the big Ozzy farewell. Did you see that farewell concert about 2 weeks ago?
I did.
And, you know, it was kind of sad, melancholy, I guess. It was awesome. All the big acts got together that are still living, and a lot of them did duets and sang. And Ozzy was in the big Ozzy throne. He couldn't even stand up. He was in the throne there. But Ozzy passes away at 76 years old. Casey, two things. Number one, I want to warn everybody, if you are going out tonight, if you are heading to maybe your favorite watering hole, restaurant, bar, combination, any place that has karaoke, be ready, Casey. Be ready. Can you imagine the Ozzy songs that are going to be sung tonight across the country and across the world?
You'd think quite a few.
Oh, boy. I didn't say good, but
no,
you got to believe. Yeah, you got to believe karaoke is going to be lit up with Ozzy. Casey, the other thing, and I don't, I mean, death, I get it. Death is part of the life cycle. I get it. You're born, you do all the stuff in the middle, and then you pass. Death is part of it. And I'm not making fun of death, but Casey, I don't know if you saw on your social media, but it was when this was announced a couple of hours ago that Ozzy Osbourne had passed away at the age of 76. On my social and my Facebook and places like that, probably 9 out of every 10 posts about Ozzy passing was some phrasing like, God, no way, can't believe, are you serious? No way. Casey, what do you mean no way? How did this catch you by surprise?
Yeah, it's a good point. I mean, it wasn't that shocking.
Yeah, 76, the lifestyle he lived. I mean, your boy Ozzy, you got to say he cheated death for a good 20 years, don't you think?
I would agree with that.
He was on borrowed time.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely.
He was working OT for about 20 years, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm. I'd agree.
But yeah, it was just ironic, man. I saw it all over mine. No way. Say it ain't so. Are you serious? Unbelievable. I'm like, what do you mean unbelievable? Casey, again, I don't make fun, and I don't want to make use death as a crutch on a show, but Dr. Death calling Keith Richards on line 1. No, too soon. Too soon.
I mean, that would be another one that's in the running, I would imagine.
Yeah, you would think, and I don't know about you, Casey. I've got some really sick friends. I've got a couple friends of mine that they have done this for years. Have you ever heard do you know what a Deadpool is?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. You throw in a few bucks. Somebody's your secretary. They keep track of it all year. You throw in a few bucks. You get to pick. You pick so many at the beginning of the year, and every time you hit one means they died on your list.
Right.
You know, you either get a payout or you get a point toward the end of year payout. So
sure.
I got to believe a lot of people have checked off Ozzy Osbourne. You know, for a minute though, being serious about this guy. My goodness. I mean, you talk about this guy was a high level worldwide entertainer for, gosh, a good 5 decades, wouldn't you say? He died at 76. He probably, with Black Sabbath, he probably really started busting onto the scene around 20.
Sure.
I mean, this guy was high-level, international entertainer for 5 decades, I would easily say. And then you think about it, a lot of people credit true heavy metal. Not, the Rolling Stones aren't heavy metal. You know what I mean? The Beatles aren't heavy metal. Most music historians credit kind of Black Sabbath and Ozzy, which obviously was the group he was with before he went solo. They credit Black Sabbath with Ozzy as the leader and the frontman as kind of the birthplace of heavy metal. I mean, not every day you get to give birth to a genre of music.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And I think that's obviously right around that same time, Led Zeppelin was busting and some other heavy groups. But I mean, all your Metallicas and who's the one with Dave Mustaine? Gosh darn, Megadeth and all these hard rock. Metallica. I mean, they really have to give their birth to a degree to Black Sabbath and that hard rock. I mean, they were
Without
hard, man. They were hard, and your boy did it a long time, man. Imagine the Airplane Miles a guy like Ozzy covered. Oh, how many? And Casey, how many times in public, in front of a adoring huge crowd, did he sing his hits? I mean, how many times could he sing Crazy Train and all the over and over and over again?
Yeah.
And then, damn, he and his family, they conquered television. I mean, we laughed at it, but that TV show, what was it, Meet the Osbournes?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. And obviously, it was trumped up a little bit. It probably weren't that nuts. But, and somehow those two kids, there was as I understand it, there was a third Osbourne kid, or there is a third Osbourne kid, that just passed on the show. I think it was another daughter that had no interest in the show. It was Kelly and then Jack were the two kids, the boy and the girl. But yeah, there was a third Osbourne child that just when that TV show was coming out, that third Osbourne kid, and I think it was another daughter, said, "Nah, I'm good. I don't need to walk to the mailbox and people talk about everything in my life." But yeah, if you haven't heard Ozzy Osbourne, I liked Ozzy. I liked his mainstream hits. I'm not going to say I went and bought Black Sabbath albums and Ozzy albums. And that was a cool album name, Blizzard of Oz, one of his solos, Blizzard of Oz instead of Wizard of Oz. But I knew, I'm probably like you, or then again, maybe you're an Ozzy aficionado. I didn't know anything Black Sabbath or Ozzy that wasn't mainstream.
Correct.
Now he had 10, 12 mainstream. My God, where do you think Crazy Train would rank in terms of just arena anthem played before big game in the last? It's got to be way up there. I mean,
yeah.
Is there a football stadium, college or pro, or really baseball? I mean, particularly football. Crazy Train's got to be way up there on the most played, probably played out.
Sure.
We probably need. I remember we had a show, Casey. I think it might have been me and you. We had a show that we talked about. We had a list. I know Patrick was on that day. We had a list of probably the 25 sports anthem arena songs that need to go away. Phil Collins, In the Air Tonight, that, and Welcome to the Jungle played right here, way played out. But wouldn't you say Crazy Train's one of those, way played out?
Yeah, it's probably every stadium in America.
Yeah, and then you think would it be that hard to introduce? There's Casey. There's a few songs out there in perpetuity, just out there. There's a few songs. I mean, we can't find a few more different songs. But oh my goodness! Now, I guess Ozzie didn't mind because doesn't he put a couple of coins in his pocket every time a stadium plays it?
Yes, there's got to be some. I mean, I'm not sure exactly how that works, but there's got to be
I think there
some
is
payoff. Absolutely.
Particularly a public entity like a stadium and all. Yeah, that I think it's that ASCAP, and there's two of those music library catalog places that they track that, and then you're billed. The NFL, I'm sure, is billed at the end of the year. You played this many songs that have this much trademark, and you owe this much money. And so Ozzie made a lot of sports money. Crazy Train, and trying to think, does he or Black Sabbath have any more? I think Crazy Train's probably his big one for sports anyway. You have that crazy giggle or whatever at the beginning, and it fit perfect. So there you have it. Just wanted to get that out today as we lead off the show. More of a entertainment kind of piece of news. But Ozzy Osbourne, the great heavy rock frontman for his own band, his own albums and things like that, and he was obviously one of the organizers and the frontman for Black Sabbath. Ozzy Osbourne, it was announced earlier today, passing away at the age of 76. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. I want us to have a movie day. If somebody will help organize it, I'm all behind it. Movie day, and I want it to come up August 1st. You may be thinking, what movie are we going to go see? I'll tell you that on the other side. One down, a long way to go. We're live on two.
At Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, we know pain and injuries can stop you from doing what you love. This is why our board-certified orthopedic specialists offer the latest in both non-surgical and surgical treatment options and create a treatment plan tailored to your unique lifestyle and goals. So, whether it is a sports injury or that nagging pain that's keeping you from doing what you love, our team has the right treatment for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jags PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
This has been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jags PAL.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Bricks Jack's Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Bricks Jack's Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Bricks Jack's Beach.
There's a saying in sports, you can't win them all, but you can win a lot with good folks on your team. Like that one painter, First Coast. It's tough to beat the sun in Florida, so your home fades. It's tough to beat that HOA when they come calling. Beat the sun, Beat the HOA with That One Painter First Coast. And it's a good time to do it. Less rain to work around, and painting in mild temperatures is perfect. After all, the paint bonds to the surface so much better. Give That One Painter First Coast a call at 904-417-3557 or look them up at first-coast.thatonepainter.com. Fast estimate, guidance on color and HOA requirements, and the highest quality job you'll find anywhere. Be a big winner in your neighborhood with That One Painter First Coast on your team.
When you think sports, you think Action Sports Jax, the official station of the Jaguars, on location for every game. But the most experienced team in town doesn't stop there. From high school football to the big events in the area, Action Sports Jax is always on. Now, we take that to a new level. Action Sports Jax 24/7 is around-the-clock coverage of the teams you love and the moments you can't miss. The best local sports in Jacksonville on Action Sports Jax 24/7.
All right, there you have it. That is the July overhead look. That'll last into August, I'm sure, and then it'll finally start breaking a little bit, it being the rainy afternoons and hot days and humid days. But, hey, we're used to it. We live in Florida, and it could be a lot worse. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to a Tuesday edition. I want to thank all of our good friends here, Josh and Kade, the owners, the operators here at Hurricane Jointon Creek. We're in the heart of Mandarin, you know by now. Wonderful crowd rolling in. They've got trivia after our show on Tuesday. A lot of fun here. Great menu. Obviously, Hurricane Grill and Wings. The wings are off the chart here. Well over 30 flavors for you to choose from. You know when you come into Hurricane here in Jointon Creek, you can go wings and you can mix and match. But don't sleep on the rest of the menu. Great sandwiches. Steak Philly sandwich, buttermilk crispy chicken sandwich, chicken, bacon, and avocado sandwich. I've had that. That is a big boy. You better be ready for that. I love the tacos here. Multiple taco choices. Quesadillas. You know my favorite is the Monterey chicken quesadilla. It goes on and on and on. Entrees, seafood, of course. We are right next to Jointon Creek, so of course they've got seafood, mushroom, Swiss burgers, a bunch of different choices for big boy hamburgers. They've got it all, and a wonderful full-service bar here at Hurricane Jointon Creek here in the heart of Mandarin. We're going to have Patrick Young. He said in a minute he'll jump on. I want to get some thoughts from Patrick. I've teased a little bit, Casey, and I know you're interested now. You're a movie guy, right? You go to movies? You still go to movies?
Never.
Never. Okay, you're not a movie guy. Yes. Is it because the home viewing is just too convenient kind of thing?
No.
Or expensive?
It's not that either. It's a we were ironically talking about this the other morning. I don't go to the movies because I feel like if there's going to be a mass shooting event, it's going to be at a movie theater. So I'm paranoid.
Yeah, okay, sure. I can buy that. I can buy that. You got we're all corralled in. It's dark.
I'm extremely uncomfortable in a movie theater since that started happening. So I'm out.
Yeah. Fair enough. Okay, well, I guess you're not going to organize movie day for the show then.
That will not be me. No.
No. Okay. And I'm not sure if we have Patrick or not, but
not yet.
Let me give. Not yet. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking, Casey. I saw this the other day, and number one, this movie. First and foremost, I'm really impressed how quickly these Hollywood types that make movies, how quickly they've turned this movie around, because one of the major storylines in this movie only kind of started happening maybe 2 years ago. Here's what we got. Okay, you ready?
Sure
thing. They're making and have made a brand new Naked Gun movie.
Okay.
And here's the premise. Leslie Nielsen, he was Frank Drebin. He was the police officer, the bumbling police officer, Frank Drebin, in the original Naked Gun movies. So this one, and I'm telling you, they're just going to call it the Naked Gun. They don't seem to have a new name, but this one's going to have Frank Drebin Jr. Okay, they stretched that far. They went to the junior, the son.
Okay, I'm with
and
you.
Frank Drebin Jr. will be, during the movie, solving or attempting to solve crimes. The actor that will portray Frank Drebin Jr., by the way, the movie comes out Friday, August 1st. That's why I think somebody needs to help organize a show day at the movies. That is a Friday, as I said, Friday, August 1st. We should all go to the movie in the afternoon, noon, 1 o'clock, then do the show. Anyway, so here's the premise. Frank Drebin Jr. has taken over for Dad. I guess they're going to either retire Dad or kill him off. Who knows? And he is going to then have a bunch of hijinks, I'm sure, as he tries to solve crimes. But Casey, one of the majority crimes that he's going to try and get to the bottom of is the very recent sports theft ring that has been going on. We've all read about it. Joe Burrow goes on the road during football season. His house gets burgled, right? A couple of the Kansas City Chiefs, I think Kelsey and Mahomes.
Yep.
But didn't that just start like a year ago?
Yeah, last football season for sure.
Yeah, and they've already. So that's going to be one of the main, storylines in the movie. My God, they jumped on this quick. Now,
crazy.
The lead actor that will play Frank Drebin Jr. that has played him, because obviously the movie's wrapped up. It's almost August 1st. How about Liam Neeson?
Interesting.
The tough guy, Liam Neeson, will be Frank Drebin Jr. When I'm not a huge Liam Neeson guy. He's a mumbler to a degree, like Harrison Ford. I don't like Harrison Ford because my name is Harrison Ford. I deliver every one of my lines like this. And what? I can't understand you. Liam's got a little bit of that, but keep in mind, Casey, before I get your comments on that casting, Liam Neeson will be Frank Drebin Jr., and obviously it's a slapstick comedy. Remember, Leslie Nielsen was a dramatic actor. He was not a comedic actor until The Naked Gun. I mean, he was in Hollywood 40 years playing drama roles before he hooked up. What are your thoughts? Can Liam Neeson pull it off? Is he funny enough? I don't know.
I think they picked him just because his name is the other guy's name, just opposite.
Yeah.
Say them both. I mean, it's the same name, just backwards.
Yes. Yes, you're right. So
there's that.
Liam Neeson, he will be the star. He'll be Frank Drebin Jr. And, of course, like the original Naked Gun movies, there's got to be a love interest. Got to have a love interest, Casey.
That's
in the original Naked
work.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it works. In the original Naked Gun movies with Leslie Nielsen, his love interest was, of course, Priscilla Presley. I can't remember the character name, but Priscilla Presley, was the love interest. This one will have Pamela Anderson. Pamela Anderson will be there, and she's probably still holding on pretty good. She's in her 50s probably, and I would guess that Priscilla Presley, when she played the love interest back in the day, she was probably in her early 50s too. But she held on well. Pretty woman. Obviously, Elvis wouldn't marry no ugly woman, right? Elvis ain't gonna marry no ugly woman now. Tell you that. So, Pam Anderson. So
she's 58, by the way.
Pam Anderson.
Yeah.
Do you see a photo? How is she holding on pretty good?
Oh, I mean, I know what she looks like. She doesn't wear makeup anymore.
Is it good or bad?
It's different.
Now, love doesn't have. I mean, beauty doesn't have to be exterior, right? I mean, come on.
Yeah, no, I'm just telling you.
Come on, Terry. Come on, Terry. Yes.
All I'm saying is what you're probably picturing is not it.
Well, hold on. Let me tell you what I'm picturing when I think Pamela Anderson. Okay, a bunch of blonde hair.
Yes.
A bunch, hopefully, of tan bronze skin.
No.
A tight, tiny red Baywatch bathing suit.
Probably not.
And a bunch of curves, almost like I'm looking at a road map. Right? Curves everywhere.
Probably not.
No? So you're telling me she's going to actually have to act in this movie. Then you're telling me, right?
Yes, that is what I'm
So
telling
just
you.
walking onto the set and action, or jogging, if you know what I mean. Boom, boom. You know what I mean?
do.
Boom, boom.
I've
boom.
seen Baywatch.
So
Yeah.
jogging, just jogging onto the set and cut. That's not going to do it. Just go through some
That
acting.
is not going to make it work. Yeah.
So Casey, do you think that would be fun? I know you may not go unless we get a couple of armored guards to walk you in and out of the theater. But wouldn't that be fun to go see the movie together, everybody? Kind of a field trip?
Yeah, it could work. It could possibly
Okay.
work.
Okay, so if anybody wants to, all I need somebody to do is kind of be the organizer. I think all you'd have to do is reach out to the theater. I think we could go to that one on Kernan and Atlantic. I don't know the names of them. I haven't been to the theater in 100 years myself. But we could probably go to like that one. But I need somebody. I'm not going to do it. I'm too lazy, Casey. I'm lazy.
Mhm.
Lazy. But I would imagine if somebody went over there and contacted that theater and said, hey, our show, this show, can we get a block of tickets maybe at we'll pay it, maybe at a discount for Friday, August 1st, maybe at 1 or 2 o'clock, right? It's got to end before 4. Hell, we can do the show from the lobby right there, right? It's Friday. We don't have a location right now on Friday.
You could.
But I don't want to do the work.
Well,
I got enough going on.
That's
So
fair.
if someone wants to volunteer, I think it'd be fun. I don't know. Maybe I should just say this. Shut up, Terry. Right?
Listen, man, it's your dream. If you want to make the dream happen, then keep the
I
dream
don't want
alive.
to do I got so many dreams. I don't want to do all the work. I got a lot of irons in the fire. I got a lot of stuff going on, you know?
I mean,
I don't know.
all right.
We'll
all
see.
right.
If we talk to Patrick, I'll run it by Patrick, see what he thinks. Now, he would be a good guy to send over there. Patrick goes in there and says, hey, man.
Why do you have to send anybody over? Just buy the tickets online.
Well, no, I think we should get a discount, make sure we don't. I don't
Why
think
on
it'll
earth
be
would they
sold
give
out.
you a discount?
Okay.
What have you
but
done for
I
them?
don't- Well, we're going to bring hopefully 20 people at 1 in the afternoon. I can't believe it's going to be sold out at 1 in the afternoon, is it?
No, it wouldn't be.
So we say, hey, how about?
So you're thinking for the amount of business you're bringing, you could get a couple dollars off.
Yeah. Well, let me.
All right.
tell
Well,
you.
now it's trade. Okay. Now I understand that you're trying to make something happen.
Yeah. I mean, we're giving them some free publicity, but I'm trying to protect our loyal, most awesome viewers of the show. I want to help them. Save them a couple dollars.
Literally.
So they can buy some fattening popcorn and some fattening candy and some fattening soda.
Sure.
While they're there,
All right.
they'll just give the money right back that they saved, right?
Yeah. Let me see if I can see what tickets would run you for that and see how many.
Everybody wins. Everybody wins. And I don't think Friday, August 1st, it's not opening day. It opens on July 25th, I think.
Friday, August 1st. I got you. Let's see here. 12:25 p.m.
Showing. Okay. We're lunchtime showing, right?
That's correct. It's $9.50 a ticket, Terry. I'm not sure how much more you're going to get off of
All
it.
right. Okay. So yeah, can't we get it for if we sold 20? Can't we get it for like $6.50? I mean, we're gonna buy some candy and stuff. Well, that's where I need somebody to go negotiate.
Well, at the moment, right now, there's only 4 seats in the whole theater taken.
Okay.
So there will
I
be
like
other
that.
people there.
That helps us, right?
Now, here's the thing. You're up against Fantastic Four, which is going to be tough. It's probably going to be busy.
That's been out though, right? That's old.
No, it hasn't came out yet.
Is Fantastic Four? Is that the one? Is the one guy in Fantastic Four? He's made up of rock, kind of like.
Yeah, the thing. Yeah.
I like that guy. I've always liked that guy. It's kind of made up of rock.
Yep.
And man, when he punches you in the face, that hurts.
Well, you could organize a day to see that one. They have that one at 120 in D-Box. Do you know what D-Box is?
No, I do not.
It's like when the seats move. Kind of feels like a roller coaster.
Oh, I think I've been. No, I think I was literally in Universal with Kendall 20 years ago when one of those what do you call it, rides or whatever. You sit in there and it spritzes you and
Sure. Yeah.
AC to make you feel like that. All right, we'll see. I'll post this. Maybe somebody will jump in there and go, Terry, I'll help you organize that. You're trying to help out the viewing public here on the show. You're just trying to be this would be a fun end of summer thing to do as a group, I think. Even though I'm fighting off skepticism left and right. You know that? Left and right.
Where else are you getting skepticism from other than me?
Fighting it off. I will say this though, you got a pretty cool daughter when when my 25-year-old daughter just texts me simply R.I.P. Ozzy Osbourne.
There you go.
2 minutes ago. Way to go, Kendall. Way to go. And she's a girl that probably her last 5 concerts have been the K-pop. Who's the guy? One Direction and the guy that spun off.
Harry?
No. He was in a movie. Who was the main star from One Direction? He broke off.
Harry Styles.
Harry Styles. Oh, did you say Harry? I'm sorry.
I did. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't. I couldn't understand. Yeah, Harry Styles. But she likes Ozzy. She likes Ozzy too, I guess.
Yeah, those two things are a little bit different for sure.
Yeah, just a little bit. She's got taste. Hey, I gave my daughter culture. Right? You got
nicely done.
A little taste, a little culture. Let's keep it here for a minute and switch gears. I'm not really a rah-rah motto kind of guy. I'm a guy when it comes to sports. Yes, one team can be fired up or have a little agenda, but after the first inning, after the first quarter, after the first half, you know what? X's and O's, Jimmy's and Joe's, that wins games, right? Have you heard the Gators, and I don't know if Napier came up with it, the team came up with it, a coach came up with it. Have you heard the little motto for the Gator football program? And it's a spinoff to kind of answer all the noise in the system about how tough Florida's schedule looks to be on paper. Have you heard their little motto?
Yeah, I heard Lagway talking about it.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. And if you folks haven't heard, Florida's kind of football motto this year is and will be spot the ball. And if you don't know what that means, after a play in football, one of the referees is charged with getting the ball and looking around with his other compadres, and they spot the ball. They put it down, okay, second down, and start the clock. Spot the football. So you may think on its surface, well, what the hell is that? Well, the way I interpret it, and I didn't hear Lagway, and you can jump in, Casey, if I'm off base. The way I interpret this as Florida's motto, they've heard how tough, and it's pretty understood that Florida probably on paper plays the toughest schedule in big boy Division I football. Well, I think Napier and his coaching staff are trying to turn that into a bit of a positive, and their spinoff is, okay, if that's true, if we do play the toughest college football schedule in the nation this coming year, well, before it's woes me and woes us, and oh my God, they're trying to put a spin and say, well, wait a minute. If we're playing the toughest schedule in the country, how about the fact that those teams also have to play us? Casey, is that kind of how he explained it?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, it's kind of we don't really care what anybody says. Like, we'll play anybody at any time, anywhere. Just spot the ball, is what he said.
Exactly. And I kind of think that's a pretty cool approach. Hey, man, we play this team and then next team, and next week we play this team, and next week we play. But it looks like Florida's approach is going to be, hey, man, we only play one of them at a time. 3 of them aren't going to show up on a Saturday, and it's 3 teams on one, okay? We play one at a time, and you know what? You snap the ball one time, and then you spot it. Just spot the ball, and we'll snap it again. And you know what? Spot it again at the end of that play, and we'll snap. And you know what? That's going to be our approach. Let's just go game by game. They have to play us too. And I think that's their big message that they're trying to really ingrain into their own team is, hey, Texas might be highly ranked and they think they're going to be really good. Well, guess what? We think, and this is the Gators talk, we think we're going to be pretty good. They got to play us. Georgia's got to play us. LSU's got, hey, spot the ball, and they got to stop us. Or, hey, Texas A&M, when they spot the ball, we're going to stop you. I think it's pretty cool. I like it. You know, I'm not a big campy win one for the Gipper kind of guy, but I like this. I like this a lot. I like the well, certainly, Casey, if they go to if what is it, week 3? If week 3 they go to Baton Rouge and get beat, 38 to 17, and they follow that up the following week in Miami and they get beat, 31 to 14.
Right.
Well, the spot the ball thing's gone, right? I mean, that's out.
Yep.
But I your thought, are you a campy? I don't think you're a campy guy like that either. Rah rah, win one for the Gipper. But do you like this? I like this little motto.
I mean, whatever gets you motivated, I guess.
Yeah.
I think it's, if it helps you get ready to play football in July, that's fine.
Sure.
I'm not going to lie. If they go out and beat whoever they play week 1, New York Tech or whatever that is, Long Island,
yeah,
and then come out and say, yeah, told you, just spot the ball, I'll be like, no, maybe shut up. But,
hey, yeah, I think, by the way, and I may be wrong on this, I think that that opener is the Long Island University Sharks, I think.
That sounds right.
Yeah. And in related news, who knew Long Island had a university? And in double related news, who knew Long Island University played football?
Both of those are correct.
Oh, my God. And then they play maybe South Florida. I mean, you can live with South Florida. But, yeah, who FSU has got, speaking of, I've never heard, I literally have never heard of Long Island University as a football program. FSU early in the year has East Texas A&M, I think it is.
They do,
not
yeah.
Texas A&M, East Texas A&M.
That is correct.
So you're telling me on a random college football Saturday in College Station, in Bryan, College Station, Texas, on the west side, West Texas A&M, which is Texas A&M, they've got 108,000 crammed in their stadium. But if you walk over to the east side of A&M, what do they have, like 400 people?
I mean, yeah. I'm trying to see how far apart they actually are.
Had you ever heard of East Texas A&M University?
I have not. And actually, as it turns out, what in the world? East Texas A&M is in like Dallas or something.
Okay. Does it give a nickname? What are they? They're the East Texas A&M.
It did. They are the Lions.
The
East Texas A&M Commerce Lions.
Oh, we forgot the commerce part. Now, is that a direction part of that?
Yes,
Commerce,
they play in Commerce, which is Dallas.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, maybe we could have and they got to be coming to Tallahassee, right? That's
for sure.
Yeah. I was going to say if FSU was going to Commerce, couldn't they just go to SMU but they may play SMU. Yeah, SMU's in Dallas and they're in ACC. But yeah, how about that? Long Island, and again, we kid here this last 5 minutes, but this gets to a point. Again, where college football is at now, modern day college football, with the importance of it, the financial angle of it is so astronomical. We've got to do away with Florida playing Long Island University in football. We've got to do away with Florida State playing East Texas A&M Commerce University. We really do. We really do. As bad as some late season NFL games can be when you've got the possible Super Bowl champion Chiefs playing a terrible Panthers team, that's still NFL on NFL. And, okay, so we can't make all, 32 teams great. But, man, this whole LIU and ETA&M, we've got to, and I get it, there are still a few contracts dangling out there. And it can't happen until I think the Power Four all decide, are we going to go 9 games? Because you don't want to be put at a disadvantage. That's what the SEC is bitching about. We don't want to go one more conference game because that's going to be a hard game because our conference is hard. If everybody's not playing 9, we don't want to play 9. So they'd rather say we'll play LIU or interesting. Yeah, so Sharks and what'd you say?
Lions.
Lions and Sharks. The easy thing is, could we just let FSU and Florida play each other at the beginning of the year and at the end of the year and let the Lions and the Sharks play each other?
That'd be cool.
That's the game I want to see.
You're right about
Lions,
that.
Lions and the Sharks get it on. All right, let's take another break here. Slowly wrapping up hour number 1. As we do, let me tell you, we've got about 2 weeks left of the wonderful Jacksonville Basketball Academy basketball camps. They're going on, have been going on, and you've got a couple weeks left. You can get your young basketball player, boy or girl, 3rd grade-ish, all the way through high school. You can get them signed up. They can improve their basketball skills, understanding, all this before school starts, before tryouts, before your young basketball players trying to take it up to the next level, maybe middle school, maybe high school, or that high school player is really starting to think about honing his or her skills to go play at the next level in college. You can't go wrong. Check out what they can do for your basketball player. Go to the website and look up Jacksonville Basketball Academy on Google. Jacksonville Basketball Academy. A couple more weeks left here in town. Great teaching facilities all over and great instructors. Certainly, you've heard over the last couple months, Patrick Young wholeheartedly endorses these basketball camps. He's gone through them, and he certainly knows Coach Martin as he's played for Coach Martin at Providence years ago. The Jacksonville Basketball Academy basketball camps, about 2.5 weeks or so left. You've got time. Check them out online, Jacksonville Basketball Academy. Back after this quick timeout, we'll kick off hour number 2, the Young and Norvelle Show, right here live from Hurricane Grill and Wings.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
At Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, we know pain and injuries can stop you from doing what you love. This is why our board-certified orthopedic specialists offer the latest in both non-surgical and surgical treatment options and create a treatment plan tailored to your unique lifestyle and goals. So, whether it is a sports injury or that nagging pain that's keeping you from doing what you love, our team has the right treatment for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Rick's Jack's Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Rick's Jack's Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Bricks Jacks Beach.
Baker's Sports. It's a hometown business filled with hometown people trying to make you feel right at home.
Chris Conley, Jacksonville University. Walker Wright, class of 2018, West Nassau High School.
Michael Young, Fletcher High School.
Baker's Sports started in a grassroots way and now outfits much of the Southeast.
Will Olive, Mandarin High School. Go Stangs.
High school sports, travel sports, youth sports of all kinds. They are a one-stop shop carrying Nike, Adidas, Under Armour brands, and more.
Vincent Caldes, Oakleaf High School.
Tony Mazzio, Sandwood High School, class of 2002.
Samuel Coffrin, Paxton School for Advanced Studies.
Whether it's sports teams on the field or it's your team in the workplace, like our Action Sports Jacks team, and community events like the Dream 18 Golf Tournament, and many others.
Cole Tilley, Hilliard High School.
Reagan Webb, Eagles View Academy.
Look good, feel good, play good with Baker Sports. Custom sports apparel since 1997. Shop with the hometown team at bakersport.com.
The rhythm of my heart is beating like a drum, with We Are Martyr rolling off our tongues. Never will we roam, for we know our place is down. Where the ocean meets the skies, we be sailing. Where the ocean meets the skies, we be sailing.
Let's jump right back in and starting to wrap up hour number one. Terry Norvelle live as always. If it's Tuesday, that means we are in the dining area of Hurricane Grill and Wings. Over 30 flavors of wings. You know it by now. That's their signature. But boy, their menu is vast, and you will find something you are in the mood for, I guarantee you, and that person in your party. It's a fun place to hang out, family, ball teams, just a good place for lunch. And just come up, watch some ball. Watch some ball at Hurricanes. Great TV setup, indoors, outdoors, whatever you choose. And they will take good care of you. I promise you. I've been here for a long time, and I can vouch for that. We hope to hear from Patrick Young in a little bit here, maybe in the second hour. We've got Kade Kistner, our buddy from Sports Illustrated. He is the baseball publisher for SI, and he'll jump on about 5:30, we think, and talk some Major League Baseball. We'll catch back up on his trip to the Major League Baseball All-Star Game, and a lot going on. Stuff happening last night. I've got a lot of news and notes, and I'm sure Kade does as well. Interesting article today on the ESPN webpage, and they've been doing this a lot. But I think it's another good ranking for the Jacksonville Jaguars. The ESPN story today basically ranked how they see the starting lineups, the rankings of each team's starting lineups, and 1 through 32, obviously the best through number 32. And I thought Jacksonville fared pretty well. I think there's a reason they fared a little better than I thought. And I've heard some national people, when they got around to the Jaguars, they've kind of said the same thing, that the pre-draft, they might not have had the Jaguars this high, but the article on the ESPN site is ranking the 2025 NFL roster's best projected starting lineups. I thought we'd go over that real quick. I won't go over every single one, but number one, they think the Baltimore Ravens have the best starting lineup. That's hard to argue. These first few, obviously, you can bump around. The Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles come in at number 2 with, according to ESPN, they think they have the best, second best starting lineup. Detroit 3. So all of your normal suspects. Buffalo 4. Some people may have them a little bit higher. Kansas City still a really formidable lineup, according to this ESPN article. Chiefs at 5. And we just kind of bounce around. Denver at 6. Now it starts getting a little more, you could really move them around. Commanders at 7. I know that a lot of people are high on the Commanders. We'll just get through the top 10 and then I'll cherry pick. The Rams 8, the Bengals 9. The Cincinnati Bengals, for me, in the NFL the last couple of years, I jump on their bandwagon a little bit and I keep getting knocked off. They are, to me, the NFL version of the Penn State Nittany Lions. They got to finally go out and win it. But, boy, I do like that lineup. Every year I fall in love with Cincinnati to a degree. Finishing out the top 10 will get to number 10, San Francisco, the 49ers. Man, I may be dead wrong on San Francisco. It just seems like these injuries never stop for this team. And it just seems like to me that their window closed. It just seems like, boy, 2 years ago, I thought they were on the cusp of winning the Super Bowl. Seems like their window has closed. Okay, that's the top 10. We won't go over all of them. But this article, they checked in the Jaguars at number 22. 32 franchises. So they have the Jaguars at 22. I thought when I started looking at this article and going down, scrolling through the teams, I thought Jacksonville, and I would probably rank Jacksonville's roster somewhere lower in the lower 20s, 20, 27, 28, somewhere in that range, 26, 27, 28. But they checked in at 22. And Casey, I don't know if you've got your head above water back there, and I don't know if the midday show went over this. Did or does 22 surprise you with the ranking for the Jaguar roster?
No, that's about right.
About right. My thought is I probably would have ranked them 20, as I said, 26, 27, 28. I think this really shows the power of the Travis Hunter draft choice. I think the Travis Hunter, and I know he's one guy, one draft choice, hopefully two positions, but I think the buzz, and Jacksonville hasn't had, even with first-round picks, I mean, one of one picks, I don't think they've had a huge buzz. I think the Travis Hunter buzz has helped them scoot up. Biggest strengths, according to this article for the Jaguars, edge rusher. Josh Hines-Allen has emerged as one of the league's top pass rushers, and the 2022 first-round overall pick, Trevon Walker, it's quickly joining that conversation. It's ironic that is considered the biggest strength, and you remember when ESPN did edge rushers, they had the Jacksonville twosome, I think barely honorable mention. Biggest weakness, they call the Jaguars' biggest weakness the offensive line. I think biggest weakness and biggest question probably I would throw in there. This is the Jags' main concern, being the offensive line for the third consecutive season. Tackles Walker Little and Anton Harrison posted poor pass block win rates in each of the past two seasons, and they're expected to start again as well. I don't like either one. I don't like the Jaguar offensive line at all. That's my first and foremost concern, and certainly X factor on this ranking, with the Jaguars having what ESPN thinks is the 22nd best roster out of 32. The X factor they're giving to, of course, wide receiver / cornerback Travis Hunter. I think he alone has helped the Jags. I think Hunter's selection by the Jags and all the positive and the potential, a lot of people can picture it in their mind, catching a touchdown pass, intercepting a pass, changing the game. I think Travis Hunter alone, that draft move on draft day for the Jags, in regard to this and other rankings, it probably gave them 4 or 5 spots. I would be confident saying the Travis Hunter selection gave the Jags 4 or 5 spots. Now, there is some other good in this article, this ranking, I think, for the Jaguars. Again, 22, I think I'm like you, Casey. I would take 22 if I was the Jaguars right now. I think they're a little lower than that, but I would take it and run. The other parts in this list, I think that are good. And let me scroll down a little bit. And as I'm scrolling, I'll let you know. The reason I'm going to say this is the teams I'm going to point out, Jacksonville plays twice. 25th best roster, according to this ESPN NFL article. The 25th out of 32 best roster going, the Indianapolis Colts. So the Jaguars are 3 spots ranked higher than the Colts, roster versus roster, and the Jaguars play the Colts twice. Scrolling down a little further, see if we can get a little further down. Number 28, the Tennessee Titans. That's 6 spots below. So 2 teams, 2 franchises that are clearly ranked below the Jaguars in overall roster, the Colts and the Titans. That's 4 total games, and these 2 are significantly ranked lower. That's if you're looking for some kind of positive, if this ranking is true. One problem I pointed out yesterday, the Jaguars do get a bit of a short draw here, is they play the Titans twice, of course, but they play them in like week 13, week 16, which by that time, who knows? Cam Ward may have it figured out. Quickly, the end of this list, 29, best roster going, the New York Jets. I think they're going to be terrible again. The 30th ranked roster in all of the NFL, this ESPN article has the Carolina Panthers, the opening opponent for the Jaguars. 31, the Cleveland Browns. I think they're going to be terrible again. And 32, God almighty, how bad are the New Orleans Saints going to be? I think they're just going to be miserable. What are they doing at court? Tyler Shutt or whatever, however you pronounce the guy from Oregon, by way of Baylor, by way of Raines High School, by way of the YMCA. I think they are going to be absolutely terrible. Jaguars don't play, I don't think, the New Orleans Saints. So there you have it. Real quick, let's go to the tip top. Well, actually, I already went over the tip top. Ravens, if this roster ranking held, the Ravens would win the Super Bowl, and that's not out of the realm of possibility. Okay, it's 5 o'clock. Casey, I'm not sure if I heard Patrick or not. I heard some stirring around.
Nope.
Back. No, I have not. Let's go ahead and take a break here. Top of the hour. We'll reset, kick off the second half of the show. I've got some baseball news and notes that will lead us into Kade Kistner about 5:30. Some sports history still to go. And, my goodness, you will not believe the top speed that the Top Fuel dragster hit recently to set the all-time speed record for a dragster. We'll talk about that and you won't believe who said it. Well, you may believe it, but boy, it'll make you shake your head. And that number is a big one, going that fast in a dragster, which really is just an engine on wheels. There's not a lot to a dragster, a Top Fuel dragster. We'll talk about those topics and more as we kick off hour number 2 after this quick timeout. You're hooked up with the Young and Norvelle Show.
At Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, we know pain and injuries can stop you from doing what you love. This is why our board-certified orthopedic specialists offer the latest in both non-surgical and surgical treatment options and create a treatment plan tailored to your unique lifestyle and goals. So, whether it is a sports injury or that nagging pain that's keeping you from doing what you love, our team has the right treatment for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dynamic Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jags PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
It's been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jags PAL.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Bricks Jack's Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Bricks Jack's Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Bricks Jack's Beach.
There's a saying in sports, you can't win them all, but you can win a lot with good folks on your team. Like that one painter, First Coast. It's tough to beat the sun in Florida, so your home fades. It's tough to beat that HOA when they come calling. Beat the sun, beat the HOA with that one painter, First Coast. And it's a good time to do it. Less rain to work around, and painting in mild temperatures is perfect. After all, the paint bonds to the surface so much better. Give that one painter First Coast a call at 904-417-3557 or look them up at first-coast.thatonepainter.com. Fast estimate, guidance on color and HOA requirements, and the highest quality job you'll find anywhere. Be a big winner in your neighborhood with that one painter First Coast on your team.
When you think sports, you think Action Sports Jax, the official station of the Jaguars, on location for every game. But the most experienced team in town doesn't stop there. From high school football to the big events in the area, Action Sports Jax is always on. Now, we take that to a new level. Action Sports Jax 24/7 is around-the-clock coverage of the teams you love and the moments you can't miss. The best local sports in Jacksonville on Action Sports Jax 24/7.
Where the action will be at tomorrow, I believe. They've all reported or will report, and it is almost training camp time for the NFL. Really training camp time. A couple of preseason games, two or three preseason games, and then they'll take everybody takes a week or so extra off, and then they get it on in the NFL just after Labor Day. College football gets started about a week or so before. I thought, let me take a peek here. I thought I saw. Maybe I'm imagining something. I thought I got something from the Jaguars. I'll try and dig that up, and it might have to do with days you can get out and watch practice. But, man, I thought I just had something that said, we'll see if we can find it. As we welcome you back, we're in hour number 2. Hope to hear from Kade Kistner, our buddy from Sports Illustrated, with some baseball talk. A good, fun segment. Tomorrow, looking ahead, not positive if we will have Dr. Bates. He's obviously on vacation. I think he and his lovely bride, they went to Europe. I'm not sure if it's a 1 week or 2 weeks. So we may or may not have Dr. Bates with our Southeast orthopedic specialist sports medicine discussion tomorrow. We'll play that by ear. We will or should have Brent Beard tomorrow as well, given his college sports update. We'll get to some some of the baseball news and notes before Kade here in a moment. One piece of news, and you're starting to see two or three players doing this with camp right around the corner. Another unhappy NFL player, looks like Terry McLaurin, the wide receiver for the Commanders. He's a no-show at camp. And we've had two or three. Obviously, the draft pick, Shamar Stewart, I think is his name, has held out. And we've had a couple guys kind of I guess we don't know what Micah Parsons is. Is he a holdout? Is he a hold-in? Whatever they're trying to call him. But I want to caution people. I'm going to throw this back to the college game. Right now, a long way from the season starting, obviously, in the NFL. But this happens every year. There are holdouts. Sometimes they stretch to the season, into the season. Occasionally, they last a long time. But generally, they get worked out. But I want to caution people, and I've been saying this for a couple of years, everything you see in the NFL, generally everything you see in the NFL, you're going to start seeing in college football. There will be a day not too far down the road where August 10th, roughly, is when the college kids open up their camps. The college programs open up their camps, and they'll have 3 weeks, and then they'll play late August or very, very early September 1, 2, or 3. Be prepared. Now that college sports is professional college sports, be prepared that there will be holdouts. You're going to have situations. It may not happen this season, but there will be situations in the not too distant future when, maybe a guy for XYZ Power 4 college football program, maybe he's got a deal on paper and he's cut a deal. Well, I don't know what's going to happen, but there's going to be a situation over the summer. That guy may talk to some teammates and go, wait a minute, you got what? Or be prepared for your favorite program to have some news that comes out and says early August, XYZ quarterback, wide receiver, linebacker at XYZ college football program is holding out. Wait a minute, I want to redo my deal. Wait a minute, I didn't know my teammate got this or that. Or wait a minute, that player from across the conference, I'm better than him. Just be ready. I don't want to be Debbie Downer here, but that kind of stuff is going to happen. Also, wanted to get to this because this was a player that was a great college football player. This guy, as a defensive player and a return man, got serious Heisman consideration, and that's hard to do. This guy just announced his NFL retirement. Tyrann Mathieu, the former LSU player who obviously retires from the Saints, man, was he a good player. And my concern with Mathieu, I loved him at LSU. He was a player. He was a game breaker, but his size concerned me. I was like, man, is this guy going to be able to translate his lack of size? Because he was a small dude, man. But damn, if he didn't just retire. Mathieu announced, came as a surprise, they were saying, after he attended the team's veteran minicamp. Mathieu, 33, retires after 12 seasons in the NFL, obviously 3 seasons with New Orleans. Man, I loved him at college, but I really, really doubted him. He reminded me a lot of a former Gator defensive back. Now, a lot of Gator Nation will remember Vernon Hargreaves. Hargreaves, very talented, very quick, very straight ahead, very change direction, but he was tiny. And he got abused. He was a high draft pick. I think he went late in the first round to the Bucs, but he never did much in the NFL. And he started getting exposed, Hargreaves did, at Florida when the Gators would play the big boys. Some of those star wide receivers at Alabama just abused Hargreaves. I thought that might be the career in the NFL that Mathieu was going to have, but man, he played big, did Tyrann Mathieu, and boy, he was good and fun to watch at LSU. One of the guys I enjoyed watching play football. All right, with that, I want to get to Casey. My God, I'm not a thrill seeker. I don't know if you are. I don't know if you're a roller coaster guy. Are you a roller coaster guy and speed and?
I mean, I think thrill seeker and roller coaster are different, but I mean, I don't mind roller coaster. Like, I'm fine, but I'm also like, if I go somewhere that they have them and my friend's like, let's do it. Okay, sure. But if nobody else wants to do it, I'm not dragging people on. Like, I give or take.
But you have no problem the big drops and the speed.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Quick speed and all. And this might be a bad comparison, but a couple days ago, I think over the weekend, the dragster, the big long dragster, that the actual term for that is top fuel, right? You got funny car, you got pro stock, I think, funny car, and then top fuel is the dragster, the long. There's not much to a dragster, right? It's that massive engine,
right?
It's right behind your skull. You're sitting in a little teeny seat, and it's just a bunch of light frame. 2 big tires in the back and 2 tiny ones, right? They want it aerodynamic. They want it light. Brittany Force.
Oh, yeah.
And her father, John Force. And, I'm not a big dragster, drag racing guy, but for years growing up, that would be on Wild World of Sports. You'd have the Gator Nationals and all this. So you knew Big Daddy Don Garlitz or Prudhomme or Shirley Muldowney was one of the few females in Top Fuel. Well, John Force, one of the great drag racers of all time, he after he got through, got older and finished really driving, he bought teams and sponsored teams, and obviously one of his daughters, maybe two daughters, but at least one, this Brittany Force, she took to it, and she's been a, no pun intended, force for years. Obviously, she's got the best equipment and one of the great racers of all time as her mentor, but she is a legitimate top fuel racer and has been.
Yeah, we had her on the radio one time, me and Brent.
You did? Really?
Yep.
How was it?
It was good.
Did she talk fast?
Not as fast as she drives.
Not as fast as she. How did that happen? Did y'all just, somebody said, "Hey, I know Brittany Force," or?
No, it had to do with Gator Nationals.
Okay, yeah. Have you ever? I've never gone to Gator Nationals. I've always wanted to.
I have not.
Yeah, and as I understand it, it's one of the big boys on that circuit. I mean, it's a big.
Yeah,
event.
it's one of the biggest.
Yeah, it's like big boy, like it would be a golf major.
Yes,
kind of thing.
correct. Yeah.
Big. So anyway, I think over the weekend, it had to be over the weekend, Brittany Force set the all-time top fuel record, and these are she went a quarter mile, and she topped out at 341.68 miles per hour. My God, Casey.
It's pretty amazing.
I mean, I don't abdicate anyone speeding out on the road, but obviously on the highway occasionally, you'll be going, it may be a posted 70, you may be doing 75, maybe you pass a car and you look down and you're touching 85, 90. That's moving, man. Wouldn't you agree with that?
Yeah, I would.
I mean, multiply that by 3 and change. God almighty.
Yeah, I don't know how you comprehend that in your mind as you're doing it.
I really don't. And then there's so many issues. And obviously, drag racing is so advanced now, but just keeping the car down on the asphalt. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, the front is so light, you would think it wants to go up, and they got those little bars on the back, I guess, to keep it. But just keeping the damn thing down on the asphalt going that fast. What about if you're Brittany Force and you fly down the quarter mile at 341 miles an hour? How weird does it feel driving away from the racetrack at 45?
Yeah, I've always thought about that. Like, how do you just go, stop at red lights and stuff? It's got to be weird.
And I don't know. 341 is probably maybe halfway to the speed of sound. What is the speed of sound? 700 and something miles an hour? But my God, that is 341 is flying. And
761 is the speed of sound.
761. So that's getting in the neighborhood of halfway to the speed of sound.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's open air basically. You're sitting in that seat and you're strapped in, but it's open air, right?
Crazy.
Oh, money. And isn't that a deal where they just pop a clutch when that start tree hits green, they just pop a clutch and go, right?
Yep, that's how I understand it.
And just hold on for dear life. My goodness, 341 miles an hour. I can remember way back, it was a big deal. Those top fuels, this may have been late 70s, 80s. Those top fuels, when they were approaching 300, it was a big deal. I mean, my God, they're about to pop 300 miles an hour. And, man, they're 41 miles, almost 42 miles an hour past that. That was one of those speed record numbers that was, I always used to correlate this, that the 4-minute mile. They chased that 4-minute mile and chased that 4-minute mile and finally got it. And now the damn thing's down. What is the world record of the mile, the men's mile? I think it's down around like 340 now. They've knocked off 20 seconds they chased that 4-minute mile for the
343.
340. How about that? You realize 343 is the mile record for a human being. Documented mile record. They run 4 laps around, think about your high school track, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that guy ran 4 laps in less than 4 minutes, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Is that asinine or what? That's crazy.
It's goofy. I mean, it seems unbelievable, but
Goodness gracious. That seems unbelievable. All right, let's take a break. We may have Kade. We'll come back, look at some sports history, and then if we get Kade on around 5:30, we'll get right into some baseball talk. The second half is off and running. Paul Skeens doing Skeens things again, and a wild finish. Boy, you think you've seen it all in sports until you see something else. What a wild finish to the Phillies game last night. One of these, how did it end? Casey, we're going to break, but don't give it away. Did you see how the Philly game ended last night?
I did not.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy, you're like, out of all the ways, and it was a walk-off, it had to be the most improbable way you could walk off a game. It has been done before, back in 71, I think, but what a weird way to walk off a game. Phillies win. We'll talk about that. And start wrapping up hour number 2. It's a fun one here on a Tuesday live from Hurricane Grill and Wings in Mandarin.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
At Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, we know pain and injuries can stop you from doing what you love. This is why our board-certified orthopedic specialists offer the latest in both non-surgical and surgical treatment options and create a treatment plan tailored to your unique lifestyle and goals. So, whether it is a sports injury or that nagging pain that's keeping you from doing what you love, our team has the right treatment for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Rick's Jack's Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Rick's Jack's Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Bricks Jack's Beach.
Baker's Sports. It's a hometown business filled with hometown people trying to make you feel right at home.
Chris Conley, Jacksonville University. Walker Wright, class of 2018, West Nassau High School.
Michael Young, Fletcher High School.
Baker's Sports started in a grassroots way and now outfits much of the Southeast.
Will Olive, Mandarin High School. Go Stangs.
High school sports, travel sports, youth sports of all kinds. They are a one-stop shop carrying Nike, Adidas, Under Armour brands, and more.
Vincent Caldes, Oakleaf High School.
Tony Mazzio, Sandwood High School, class of 2002.
Samuel Coffrin, Paxton School for Advanced Studies.
Whether it's sports teams on the field or it's your team in the workplace, like our Action Sports Jacks team, and community events like the Dream 18 Golf Tournament, and many others.
Cole Tilley, Hilliard High School.
Reagan Webb, Eagles View Academy.
Look good, feel good, play good with Baker Sports. Custom sports apparel since 1997. Shop with the hometown team at bakersport.com.
The rhythm of my heart is beating like a drum, with We Are More rolling off our tongues. Hey! Never will we roam, for we know our place is home. Where the ocean meets the skies, we be sailing. Where the ocean meets the skies, we be sailing.
All right, I'm really looking forward to talking some Major League Baseball with our buddy Kade Kistner from Sports Illustrated. He should join us around the bottom of the hour. We hope we can catch up with Kade, fresh off of his trip to the Major League Baseball All-Star Game. Second half underway. We got, I guess, 3 games under our belt? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So we got 4 games under our belt as we'll have a sprint. About 55 games left, I think it is, heading into the baseball postseason. Terry Norvelle here at Hurricane Grill and Wings. Glad to be here. As always, they treat us really well. Logan and his group and all the servers here. Logan behind the bar doing a great job. As always, they've got a long-time service crew. And that tells you a lot about a bar or a restaurant. When you have servers and bartenders and cooks in the back that make it all happen, when you see the same faces, that tells you about the operation. And it tells you a lot about Hurricanes Grill and Wings. Same people all the time because it's a fun place, it's a busy place, and it's a good place to work. And we appreciate everything they do for us every time we come here on a Tuesday, the Young and Norvelle Show. All right, let's do some this date in sports history, and then we'll try to bleed into some Major League Baseball talk as we start wrapping up the show here on a Tuesday. All right, Casey, let's see if we can learn some stuff here. This date, sports history, 1967. This is one of those baseball games where, thank God, if you were at the game, hopefully the Braves were the home team, and it was a walk-off. But how about this, if you're sitting in the stands? This date, sports history, 1967. The Atlanta Braves used 5 pitchers in the 9th inning. They go 5 times. Actually, I guess 4 times to the bullpen. They do get the win, but can you imagine sitting through that in the 9th inning if your team lost? Sitting through 5 pitchers in 1 inning. Ooh, that's brutal. I do think, do I hear Patrick? Hey, my guy, how are you? Good. You just came from... I don't know. Where did you just come from?
Mike Freed's house.
Oh, nice. You did this podcast.
Did his podcast.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Nice. We're supposed to have Mike on tomorrow.
A great, fun guy, man.
He is a nice fella, isn't he?
He's a nice fellow, yes.
Do you know when and where people could watch it, or can he? I guess he'll tell us tomorrow. He's on tomorrow.
He'll tell us tomorrow. But one thing that's pretty cool, he's really good friends with my agent from my NBA playing days.
How about that? How weird is that?
Jim Tanner.
Now,
Jim Tanner is now actually the GM of North Carolina basketball.
How did they cross paths? Did he tell you that?
They went to law school together.
Oh, neat. That is really neat. Did you guys, was it a, and you don't have to give it all away, but your interview with our buddy who does Out of Bounds, Mike Freed, our comedian, was it lighthearted? Was it serious? Was it a combination? How was it?
It was a little bit of all.
Yeah.
I think he and I had even better conversation after the show.
Oh, nice.
Because, we could be a little bit more natural in terms of the jokes that we were making. If you catch me. Yeah,
I do. I trust that if my name was brought up, it was all positive discussion. If my name was brought up, right? All positive, right? No,
yep.
No comment.
Mm-hmm.
No comment.
What?
No comment.
Huh?
Hey man, what about the entertainment news? Ozzy Osbourne passes away today.
I know, man. That's so sad, right?
How about that? Yeah. He had a good run though.
Actually, was doing that same walking therapy that I did at Brooks Rehab.
Oh, Pat, we lost you. Oh yeah, you're back. You're back.
He was doing that as well out in California, which I thought was pretty cool because he had some physical limitations. I think he had a stroke, didn't he?
I think so. Alzheimer's and a stroke. What did you say he did? You cut off. What was he doing?
There's this walking training thing called Cyberdyne.
Yeah.
When you get put in a harness and this robot exoskeleton thing,
okay,
assist you in walking and helping to retrain your body how to do what it once did. I'm not smart enough to explain it, Terry.
Yeah.
But that's the premise.
Yeah, definitely. Casey and I were talking earlier when we brought up, obviously, Ozzy Osbourne. It was announced today, passed away at the age of 76. I don't know if this is probably out there to be researched. I would guess that one of the most famous Ozzy songs, Crazy Train, we all know Crazy Train. I would guess that has been played in sports arenas. That's got to be a top 10 anthem in sports arenas.
Yeah.
That thing it's played out. It's been played out, but my God, every football stadium in America plays that, don't they?
Yeah. And that's kind of a song like that, which, timeless.
Yeah.
That's often what they play at the Jaguars games.
Yeah.
They go old school rock.
Yeah.
Maybe some hip hop songs from 20 to 30 years ago. And mostly that's about it.
And Patrick, I think it was you and I. This might have been last football season, but I remember during the show, I can't remember if it was you and I. We talked about, there was a list of like the 25 most played out sports stadium songs. And
Yep.
and we talked about, my God, there's a billion songs, but we keep playing the same 25.
Oh my gosh.
We just keep playing the same.
There's plenty of great songs that can still fit the mold of that. All right, we kind of got to think about everybody.
Yes. But man, they've got about 25, right? There's about 25 songs that are just played the hell out in stadiums and arenas.
So I get a walk-up song for the Hall of Fame, the Florida Hall of Fame induction on Saturday before I go to speak.
Yeah.
And the song, and I hope you're proud of me. I hope Casey is somewhat proud of me. Just give me a little okay. Can't Stop. Red Chili Peppers. Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Can you hum it? How does it? Can't Stop. Is it a radio song?
Can't stop. I don't know the words. It's fantastic.
I know that song. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Like that one, AC/DC song with that, I can't remember the name, the intro.
Nice.
The intro to Enter the Sandman. Woo!
Yeah. Been played a lot. Been played a lot. Hey, Pat, we talked earlier, and we're going to have Kade on, we think, in a few minutes. First hour, one of the topics, I'm not really a motto guy when teams get these season mottos and all, but I kind of like the Florida motto. Have you heard the Florida football? Their motto this year is spot the ball. And if you break it down, spot the ball, Billy Napier and his team, basically, it's their answer to, my God, Florida's got a tough schedule. Well, I think their angle is, hey, you know what? We may have a tough schedule, but all those teams, they have to play us as well.
Put it down.
They don't gang up on us. It's one team at a time. You know what? You got to play us too. Hey, spot the ball and let's play ball. I love it.
I love that.
Don't you?
I like that swagger, confidence. Yeah. Hey, I don't care about what everyone's saying about who and this and that. Put the ball down. We'll show you.
That's kind of their motto is, hey, man, spot the ball. We'll play the next play. You got to play us too. So, hey, with that, let's welcome Kade Kistner, our buddy from Sports Illustrated, as it's time to talk a little baseball. We do it about this time every Tuesday. Kade Kistner, how the heck are you, man? Glad to have you back.
Hey, guys. Doing well. Last week was a lot busier than expected. So,
how was it, man? How was the All-Star game?
Yeah. Oh, it was great. The atmosphere is fantastic. Atlanta did a really great job.
Nice. Yeah, I tell you, and I'm not sure. Patrick may have stepped off. He may or may not have a couple questions. But Kate, if we can work backwards, speaking of the All-Star game, I could have just all night. I could have watched Skeens and Scooble go back to the mound. Just go back and back and back to the mound. Those guys are so freaking good. And then Sunday night, Scooble just put on a Scooble clinic. He shoved it against the Rangers. My God, if you need a righty or if you need a lefty, those two guys are ridiculous. It feels like Skeens as well. By the way, last night, Skeens doing Paul Skeens things, 6-inning pitch, 3 hits, 6 strikeouts, no runs. ERA now back down under 2, 1.91 for Skeens. And he just keeps going. How about I watched Scooble Sunday night. By the way, I got to tip my hat. He shoved it on the Rangers. They wore their powder blue, including their hat. That is a strong uniform for the Rangers at Sunday night uni, man.
Oh man, it's my favorite one. But yeah, I mean, it was crazy. I mean, he held the Rangers to what 1 run or something like that. So yeah, and the Rangers, they're not a bad ball club. The offense is struggling, and for whatever reason, it's pretty high powered, but they just can't seem to get the bat on the ball and put it in play. So, but that's a hard team to shove against, and he did it. So yeah, hats off to him. And I think with that win on Sunday, that put them back over the Cubs for the best record in baseball. After the Cubs lost to the Red Sox like 6-1 or something like that.
And Pat, you're back on. Jump in anytime if you want to throw Kate something. Kate, I want to throw this out about Scooble, and we'll move on. And I get it. You're supposed to be able to do what I'm going to describe if you're one of the 2 or 3 best pitchers in Major League Baseball. Scooble it looks like he's got 100% command of every one of his pitches. He looks like he can dot where he wants to put every pitch he's got. Now, they may or may not hit it, but my God, he's got command of his entire repertoire.
Absolutely. I think he's got like 4 pitches too. All of them are, plus pitches. And like you said, he just can just put it wherever he wants. And, his velocity is fantastic too. So I mean, like you said, I think it's probably, Scooble, he's kind of in the league, I think, for the AL Cy Young. And I think that Paul Skeens on the other end, the NL, and those guys have just been incredible.
And Kay, with regard to Scooble, and I promise we'll get off him. We got some more stuff to talk with Kate Kistner from Sports Illustrated, talking some baseball. Was Scooble a high draft pick? Was he a free agent come out of nowhere? Do you remember where? I mean, obviously we know the path Skeens took, but where did Scooble come from? Do you know?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure about his origin and where he was drafted. I do know that once he got into the minor league system, he was a pretty highly touted prospect throughout much of his minor league career. But he was never like the top prospect. But everyone knew that he was going to probably make a rotation somewhere, maybe mid-rotation type guy. But for him to come out and this phrase is used so much it almost loses its meaning. But he's truly an ace. And that, I think, kind of surprised everyone.
Patrick, I know all the years you played high-level basketball, you probably had situations where you went, man, I've seen a lot of basketball. I've played a lot of basketball. I've never seen that. How you've probably had that happen. I don't know if you saw, and Kate, I want you to speak to it. Patrick, I don't know if you saw how the Phillies game ended last night.
I've never seen that before.
Isn't that amazing?
That was amazing.
The catch interference.
Yeah, bases loaded, tie game, home team up, bottom of the ninth, a catcher's interference,
on a
bases
checkpoint.
loaded, everybody moves up one, game over. Kade, I've
Walk
never
off.
seen
Yep.
that.
I have not either. That was crazy. Yeah. But
What
that's,
can you say? It's the
it's
right
baseball.
call. It's the
It was the
call.
right
Yeah.
call.
Yeah, I mean, that's baseball. That's why I love this sport, because you can just, you can win so many weird ways. 1 in a million things happen like every day, if you look hard enough, or sometimes it smacks you right in the face like a
Yeah.
walk-off catcher's interference.
Never in a million. I've never even had considered that. And I've seen a million game ends, bases loaded. I never thought. And let me throw this at you, Kade, with your baseball knowledge. When it comes to receiving, being a receiver, being a catcher, the phrase "let it travel" sometimes applies to a catcher or a batter. Let the ball. But he didn't. The catcher was in the wrong, right? He didn't.
100%.
He didn't let the ball travel.
Right. Yeah. I mean, he's got his area, he's got his dimensions that he's generally able to kind of work within, and he stuck his glove way out there and got it hit. And I mean, catcher's interference is it's not uncommon, right? But in that instance, it was pretty pretty
there was,
interesting. But yeah,
and obviously they had to go look at it to triple check before you ended the game. But there was no argument. I mean, you couldn't argue. I mean, that was as clear could be. The catcher, he dove forward, and by the way, the ball was probably a ball. The batter probably shouldn't have swung at it, should he?
Right.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah, it looked way outside.
Yes, it did. It did. Crazy ending.
I want to ask Kate. Well, for the what have you been up to this summer, man? Fill us in.
Yeah. A lot of travel. I mean, New York a couple of times, and I'm actually in Texas right now. We're at the All-Star game, and then next month I have a pretty cool opportunity. I'm going to start working with some soccer clubs out of Europe. So for the entire month of August,
wow.
I'll be in London and Paris for work. So that should be pretty fun.
Kade, you were in Atlanta for the All-Star game last week. What was the? And I know you're busy, but I would imagine you still were around some of the locals. What were the local Brave fans? What was their feeling? I mean, they can't be happy. They're disappointed. The season's over for the Braves, basically. What was the mood of Brave fan when you were out there?
Yeah, I mean, you get that, that sentiment from them. They're very disappointed, right? But they're also very happy that they have the All-Star game in their hometown, and that it's so exciting. Everyone kind of forgets about the season for a minute.
Yeah.
And then,
did you go to the Battery after, Kade? That's the real question. That's all that matters. Did you go to the Battery after at some point?
Yeah, I hung out in the Battery with a couple friends, and every time I go to Glen, I do like hanging out over there.
What a nice area. But yeah, I can imagine Brave fan. It was bittersweet. The ultimate mid-season game was in Atlanta, but gosh darn, the Braves are out of it. I mean, they're basically, will the Braves start calling up guys in another 6 weeks just to, take a look at guys? Is that how this will work in 6 weeks or whatever?
Yeah, probably. I think Marcelo Ozuna, he's probably going to get traded here in the next week to 8 days or so. But, the nice thing about the Braves and what you can be hopeful for in 2026 is the Braves really don't need to rebuild or retool, right? They just need their rotation healthy. If you've got the rotation healthy, they've got enough position players that they're going to be right back in the mix of things next year. They're just so banged up on the pitching side that it's hard to do anything. So maybe you see them call up some guys, see what they've got for a couple innings, and probably more on the pitching side. So, but yeah, it should be interesting to see some new faces and things like that come September call up time.
Hey guys, don't look now, but my man Caglione, he's going 1 for 4 now instead of 0 for 4. He's starting to get a hit. He hit 3 home runs in about a 2-week span. He doubled yesterday in a run. Okay, my man K. It's coming slowly, but he's not going 0 for every game now. He's starting to get a hit a game.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, and that's just part of that development process and getting used to the major league level. The teams, opposing teams, they've got great scouting reports, and you can kind of come in and start crushing things, and then they learn how to attack you a little bit differently. So then that's the difference between a major league baseball player and someone who's not, is the ability to then adjust to how the league's adjusting to you.
We're inside.
Well, shoot.
Go ahead, Pat.
Wyatt Langford. It took him a minute to
Yep.
feel into his skin, and that dude was is a monster.
Yeah. He was. I don't want to rip Langford. I love that guy as well, former Gator. But my God, I saw Scooble Sunday just good morning, good afternoon, good night. Scooble just shoot him up like he did everywhere. Scooble had 11 strikeouts the other night. Kade, we're inside 10 days for the trade deadline. Stuff's going to start popping. A big name in the National League that looks like if somebody wants to, I guess, rent a home run hitter, Suarez from Arizona, leading the National League with 36. He's got 36 dongs. Again, that leads the National League. Stuff I'm reading, somebody may inquire about if they need a big bat, and I don't know if they would be renting a big bat. Is he one of the gems out there that might be available for a team that needs a little punch?
Yeah, exactly. And he plays third base pretty good too. So, he even came out and say, hey, actually, if you can send me to the Tigers, I love that. But yeah, I mean, you've got the Phillies that are interested as well and things like that. But yeah, he's kind of the top guy on the market, if you will, on the position side.
Kate, take me back. I can't recall.
It's not tampering.
I mean, they can say whatever they want, but it's not like he's working with the Tigers on that deal. He's just saying, hey, if I get trade, I wouldn't mind a reunion.
Hey, good addendum there, Pat. I like that. Hey, isn't that tampering? Kate, catch me up and all of us up with regard to a trade. A guy like Suarez, he's in the National League. He's got 36 home runs. Obviously, halfway through the season, a little over halfway, he's seen a lot of National League pitchers. Do guys generally get traded in their league for reasons like that? Same with a pitcher, or is it common to have a guy trade leagues at the you see where I'm going? He's got a book on.
It's very common for a player in the National League to go to the American League and vice versa.
Okay.
I don't really think there's a whole lot of thought put into what league they're in and whether they need to stay there or move. Maybe looking at their, park adjusted ERA and, what stadiums they're going to be playing in and pitching in next might play a factor, especially when you're looking at a guy just for, the rest of the year. You're not making a long-term commitment to him. So
what you're saying is a professional hitter is a professional hitter.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. So they don't really put a lot of stock. Well, we want to keep him in the league. He's seen all the pitchers this year. We can't get out of here without a little Toronto talk and a little Milwaukee talk. My goodness gracious. Milwaukee, 11 straight wins. Toronto, I mean, they've busted it up to that's the biggest they've had, right? A 4-game lead on the Yankees now.
Yeah, I think it's 4.5, or it might be 4 after yesterday, but yeah, something like that. Yeah, but the thing is with the Blue Jays to maintain that pace, they're going to have to go out and probably get a pretty big hitter as well as a pitcher. So at the trade deadline, I don't know that's sustainable with what they're doing right now with what they got. Obviously, they're playing really good baseball, but again, there's still 2 more months left to be played.
Yeah.
So.
And I brought up Milwaukee's on an 11-game winning streak. And Kade, to me, it looks funny. Milwaukee is now on top of the division. It just looks funny. I've seen the Cubs on top of that division all year long. And now Milwaukee's on the top of that division.
And it's crazy, too, because I think they each have, like, the second and third best record in baseball or something like that. So they're both playing really great. The Brewers have just been incredible. I watched them play the Dodgers the other day on Sunday, and I flipped that one on, and they're not missing anything, and it's been fun to watch them.
Are they sustainable? You used the word sustainable a moment ago.
Yeah, I mean the Brewers.
As is?
Yeah, I mean as is probably. They're definitely going to be heavy buyers at the trade deadline. They've already come out and said that. So they're looking to add, not let up. The Cubs are going to do the same thing. But, the Brewers, I was talking about this to someone the other day. Doesn't matter what year it is. Doesn't matter how much money they spend or don't spend. I mean, they're always right there. And they always kind of seem to pop their head up in July, early August. And you're like, oh, where have you been all season? And all of a sudden they win the division. So.
Two final thoughts. One baseball and one kind of baseball for Kade Kistner, our buddy from Sports Illustrated. We try and visit with him every Tuesday and tap into his baseball knowledge. I know you cover and have covered and have been in and out of the state of Texas for years. How the hell are the Astros doing it? They lose another guy. They lead the league in with 16 injured list guys. How the hell are they still 4 or 5 up on Seattle? They've just been decimated week after week with injuries.
Yeah, it's just if you're an Astros fan, you love it. If you're not, it's just like, come on, man, how do they keep doing it? And they don't have a strong farm system, in ranking wise. But they develop these guys. These guys come in, they fill in. They perform well, next man up mentality, and they're also doing it with what's basically a black hole at second base. So, I don't know how they do it. They're just it's impressive. They have a great analytic department as well. They know how to go off and attack guys. They know it's going to come at them. They can start banging trash cans. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. But yeah, they just kind of know. They just like what's coming at them all the time.
Yeah, and it's so funny you said a black hole at second base because for years they had a pretty good second baseman holding that spot down.
Sure did. Got to move on from the past, guys.
Yeah, I guess. Kade,
old guard.
Last thought for you, Kade, if you can, kind of a fun, tongue-in-cheek, even though it involved the passing of Ozzy Osbourne. You probably heard passed today. It was announced, 76 years old. We don't have any afternoon games that are underway. What do you think the over-under, every game that goes on tonight in Major League Baseball, what will be the over? Crazy Train must be going to get played 1 billion times tonight, I would think, in Major League Baseball parks.
We may have every single day.
Yeah, I think we hit a bad spot with Kade. And Kade, I think we got a bad spot. We're pushing 3 minutes left, so we'll let you get about. But Patrick, I think you know where I'm going. Major League Baseball Stadium.
That's weird.
And we lost him. But can you imagine how many times Crazy Train gets played tonight?
Yeah, you got to do it. You got to do it. Like,
yeah,
Ozzy. I mean, he changed the music. He was one of those pillars that changed music forever.
He really. You don't get to introduce a full genre of music. He really ushered in heavy metal. I mean, heavy metal.
That's the devil's music.
Yeah, heavy devil music. Yes. What a life, what a times Ozzy had. Pat, we'll get out of here.
Did you deal with any of that growing up? You can't listen to that stuff, Terry.
No, and I was so busy in sports. I know it's crazy. When I was a youngster, football, baseball, and basketball, I wasn't a guy that sat in my room and listened to records all day. Or listen to the radio. I was busy. I was outside playing. I wasn't a big music guy as a kid. I was active, man. I was active. All right, Pat, couple minutes left. Let me zip through a couple more of this date in sports history. This date in sports history, 1990, Greg LeMond won the Tour de France. The French people, they hated Lance Armstrong, and then when he came out to be a cheater, they really hated him. They didn't mind. They didn't mind Greg LeMond because LeMond was an American, great cyclist, and listen to the last name, LeMond. That made the French like him, even though he was American. LeMond sounds like a French.
Was he a cheater?
No, LeBron did it straight up, and he won it 3 times, and he was much more beloved, I think, because of that last name. He sounded like a French. This date, sports history, 1994. O.J. Simpson at his trial, when asked how he pleads to the murder charges, he said, and I quote, he said, absolutely 100% not guilty. That was OJ's plea. How about this one? We should have thrown this at Kade. This date, sports history, 1997. Patrick, the great Greg Maddux pitching for the Braves. On this date, Greg Maddux threw a complete game win over the Cubs, 78 total pitches in a complete game, not range shortened. 78.
What?
How about that?
Dang.
78.
Has that been replicated? There's
That's
no
gotta
way.
Be one of the smallest number of pitches in
Did he have an immaculate inning?
He must have or close.
He might have had an inning or two or close to it where less than 9 pitches.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
He had to.
Yeah, 78. Last one, and we'll get out of here, Patrick. This date, sports history, 2001. David Duval, local product, obviously grew up here. David Duval won his only major championship on this date, 2001. He won.
I remember that.
The British Open. Good for David Duval, a local product. Pat, good job. Appreciate you jumping on. I know you had a busy day, and it's
not over yet.
We'll all get back together tomorrow, Wednesday, for the Wednesday edition of the Young and Norvelle Show. For Casey Kurtz doing all the big work, the heavy lifting back in the studio, and Patrick Young, I'm Terry Norvelle. We'll catch up with you tomorrow, the next edition of the Young and Norvelle Show, right here on Action Sports Jax.
At Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, we know pain and injuries can stop you from doing what you love. This is why our board-certified orthopedic specialists offer the latest in both non-surgical and surgical treatment options and create a treatment plan tailored to your unique lifestyle and goals. So, whether it is a sports injury or that nagging pain that's keeping you from doing what you love, our team has the right treatment for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jags PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
It's been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jags PAL.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Rick's Jack's Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Rick's Jack's Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Rick's Jack's Beach.
There's a saying in sports, you can't win them all, but you can win a lot with good folks on your team. Like that one painter, First Coast. It's tough to beat the sun in Florida, so your home fades. It's tough to beat that HOA when they come calling. Beat the sun, beat the HOA with that one painter, First Coast. And it's a good time to do it. Less rain to work around and painting in mild temperatures is perfect. After all, the paint bonds to the surface so much better. Give that one painter First Coast a call at 904-417-3557 or look them up at first-coast.thatonepainter.com. Fast estimate. guidance on color and HOA requirements, and the highest quality job you'll find anywhere. Be a big winner in your neighborhood with that one painter First Coast on your team.
When you think sports, you think Action Sports Jax, the official station of the Jaguars, on location for every game. But the most experienced team in town doesn't stop there. From high school football to the big events in the area, Action Sports Jax is always on. Now, we take that to a new level. Action Sports Jax 24/7 is around-the-clock coverage of the teams you love and the moments you can't miss. The best local sports in Jacksonville on Action Sports Jax 24/7.